And another interesting thing is that this Blythe River Canyon is home to all 5 large primates that live in South Africa. Don't ask me to name them, but I don't know, monkeys, chimpanzees, and at least 3 others.
Homo sapiens.
Gorillas, orangutan.
Yeah, well,
Homo sapiens.
I'm not sure what.
My family.
Yeah, your family.
トルストイ氏のランディングチャレンジ、南アフリカ。
I don't know about you, but I've lost. I don't have the track on the.
Yeah, the red line's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll just have to. As long as you can see the next waypoint ahead of you, just more or less. You can imagine the line and head for it.
Touch and go.
Yeah, so almost everything is going to be a touch and go, and I will definitely specify when it's not. So as we're approaching this first waypoint, which is labeled beside road, we'll veer just a tiny bit to the left. In other words, to set up for a right base, because we're going to be wanting to do a turn and do our touch and go parallel beside the road that we'll see as we get closer, and you can keep some speed up. And these first 2, we're going to just enjoy the going over the edge effect. So we'll do a touch and go. You don't necessarily need to get airborne. You can roll right over the edge and just enjoy the view of the drop. Anyway, I'm going to start slowing down already. We're less than 2 miles away, so as you're getting close, you can probably see the road. It kind of looks like it's leading directly towards the edge, just past that bright green, emerald green patch of land, and we'll touch down beside that and just keep on going. And I may have mentioned it before everyone was here, but I have planned this route. We have time. There's no real rush when you're doing your touch and go. I'm going to be doing almost every single one with full flaps. There will be some exceptions, but I'll let you know. But for the most part, it's just doing an approach and a touchdown, but keep on going. So I'm down, but I'm going to keep some speed up and just go over the edge. And then begin a left bank towards our next waypoint.
That was nice.
Well, I must admit that's not going to be the only one of the day. I see a few people in the back who may have joined just a minute or 2 after we left. You guys, you won't have any problem catching up. Just maybe keep your speed up, and you'll catch up with us before long. Plus, we'll come to a stop in maybe 10 or 12 minutes. Okay, thanks. Okay, well, the
500.
The flight plan is in both. Well, you're here in the Discord, so the flight plan is here under the guest events
500.
channel, and I believe it's down near the very bottom. It should just say, yeah, Graxop to Hippo Pools. Yeah, you're welcome.
I had it loaded okay?
500.
Say again?
I'm asking if he knows how to load the flight plan. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. But when we have a minute, we'll, yeah. This next
500.
waypoint again, it's near the, it's going to be at the edge, and it looks like a little bit of a curved, lighter strip. If you kind of aim for that, but again, just veer to the left to set yourself up for a right base, and you can go over the edge. In fact, anywhere really, this ridge, if you go over anywhere, really works. But this light strip, it definitely doesn't have any trees to get in your way. But it's just another nice little drop off.
500.
Yeah, Dave Wiggles is heading right for it. Over.
It's like a ski jump.
Yeah. And on this one, let's just do a gentle bank to the left. We don't have a magenta line anyway, so let's just do a gentle bank to the left to go around this this kind of peak. And then we'll kind of head back towards the waypoint, but this is just a slightly more picturesque way to turn around, just a gentle left bank. There's a bunch of bees behind me.
Everybody's pretty tightly packed, yeah.
That's good. So as we're just finishing up our turn around this ridge, you can start thinking about slowing down, because from here on, our next landing spot, which is called Green Area, it's going to be down below us, so we're going to have to descend, and it's also a downhill slope. So I'm just going to start slowing down right away.
$500.
I'm also going to try not to talk non-stop. I'm going to try to take a breath once in a while. Anyway, we're looking at that nice green strip to the left of the stand of trees. And then we'll hang a right over the river
Stall.
and go to our next spot. Yeah, everyone's keeping it nice and tight. That's good. That's good for timing.
We don't want to lose you or we'll be lost.
Well, that's true. I don't want to lose anyone, that's for sure. So the next waypoint is called Up Red Road, and that's what we will do. What we will be doing is basically doing a touch and go up a little red road. You can also just land beside it on the green patch, but the red is a bit more visible. I would have said just land on the red road, but there's one bush right in the middle of it. If you don't want to hit the bush, well, they can go to the right-hand side. Anyway, speaking of the right-hand side, we'll hug the right side of the valley in preparation for doing
500.
kind of a lazy turning base to final for that red road, and also kind of be slowing down right about now. As you're doing a turn, you'll start to see it come into sight. It's just a smooth area with a road in it, and it leads uphill. And it's a uphill takeoff and also up rising terrain, so this may be maybe a
Will I
challenge.
land in here?
Pardon?
Land in here?
No, this is a touch and go. I forgot I was only landing at flap 1 and I brought the flaps up, which I didn't want. I wanted the 1 flap.
Nice spot.
Let's try to get a variety. Here's a nice little hill I'm going to try to just barely skim over. Close enough, especially from looking backwards. Well, I'm seriously impressed that we're such a nice pack. That's good on everyone.
You need to call this a centipede flight.
Yeah. We have probably almost 1 touch and go per leg for a centipede. Okay, maybe for each pair of legs, assuming a centipede is 100 legs. This next waypoint is what's it called? What's called Dead Stick. And you know what? We're doing so good on time. No, I better not start making things up. Yeah, so this will also be a touch and go. You know what? We're doing really, really good on time. Let's come to a full stop here. I've changed my mind. Because if I come to regret it, I will. I can always make a slight adjustment later on. So we'll do. This is kind of short. This is probably the shortest landing that we'll get. So if we're landing on top of that hill, and basically, yeah, just come in and land. It's an uphill slope, so it might be a bit difficult for newcomers, but I'm sure you'll do okay.
The dead stick point, yeah?
Say that again?
Landing on dead stick hill.
Yes, we're landing. It'll be a full stop on that waypoint called Dead Stick. Yeah, I'm kind of doing something on the fly here. I was originally not going to do a full stop, but let's do a full stop. So again, it is a bit of a uphill, so maybe come in with a bit of extra speed so that you can, at the very last minute, raise your nose up and flare, even maybe with a tiny bit of power. And make your way up to the top.
500.
Oh, I'm losing my speed.
Stall.
Okay, and yeah, make your way up to the top of the hill, and if you can, point to the north or like 060 or something. Here, I'm going to come to a stop. Wait, oh, too much. Okay. If you can come quite close to the edge, so that you're pointing down the hill. In other words, you want to be on the downslope. You can check that by releasing your brake. And if you start rolling, if you start rolling, then that's good because you want a bit of momentum. Oops, here we go, my brakes. Oh, wait, it'll be a bit of a rough, I think a rough estimate.
Oh, I would have made it if it wasn't for the water.
Oh, you were taxiing the whole way? Well done, everyone. And Wingnut YYZ, that was some good commentary and entertainment along the way. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Coffee Baker, were you getting some gas there, some fuel?
And
Alright.
Tolly, just in case I drop out, I'm not being horrible, but if I do, it's because my
Okay.
phone battery goes flat.
Okay. I'm trying to say something. I was gonna say, it's okay, it's okay. I don't take things personally, but sometimes I do. Anyway, that one time
What,
I went
you-
to band camp, that I did take something personally at one time.
That wasn't the CJ4, was it?
Yes, it was. Anyway, all right. So we've left Fapo. We're heading towards the waypoint called Hill Slow. So you can more or less head towards it. Actually, I'll probably just leave my flaps where they are at the moment, because I'm going to be slowing down anyway. So the notes about this one
500.
is that we're going to go over the little ridge just prior to the waypoint. But the waypoint itself is also a downhill slope, so just be at a very slow approach speed. You're quite quiet.
I think they're talking to someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Speaking with-
like,
Okay, so I got off track here. So
500.
kind of go veer left of the waypoint and head for the dark patch of forested trees, and just slow down to your approach speed, because once you crest this hill, we'll do a tiny bit of a turn towards the waypoint, and you'll see it come into view shortly. But you want to be kind of slow because we're going downhill towards the
500.
waypoint. Is the reason.
I get to use my reverse thrust.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the beginning of it. It kind of looks like a dark patch with little speckles, like little dots. Anyway, that's the area. That's the place you can do your touch and go. And again, you don't need to be in a big rush to get airborne, because there's a bit of a ledge. You can kind of gently go over if you want. And airborne.
That's just like a runway, Tolly.
Yeah. It even has a nice camber, so that the rain will wash off it during those thunderstorms.
I like the colours here, the real ochre, orange brown or orange red soil with the green trees looks really good.
Yeah, there's you know, I was afraid it might be a bit plain, but I actually just like it every time I come here, because like you said, different colors, different shapes. Yeah, and there's a variety too. Anyway, I need to climb up a bit. I can't even see my waypoint. It's called Drift Down. And
500.
it's kind of like a saddle. We'll kind of be landing in the saddle of that little hill that we see coming. Well, it's two of them. That's the saddle between two bumps. And it's called Drift Down because, honestly, I thought we'd be spread out a bit, and I thought we'd just drift down and glide down. That would help people catch up, but, I mean, we're all in a pack, so we'll see how it goes. We might just, I might give the word to, okay, fire, you know, give it power, and we'll head towards our next waypoint. But, so this landing between the saddles, a bit of a dip, bit of a hill in the middle, and you can kind of just judge it the best you can. And again, just let yourself go over the edge. Well, that threw me in the air again. But anyway, I'll just let it go over the edge.
500.
Speed. We'll bring up one notch of flap. And the other notch of flap.
Stall.
Was that Willem by chance?
Nah.
Yeah, because I think I've heard that before.
I'm too far away from the screen to see who's talking. I just thought I heard Willem.
500.
So our next point is called Canyon Run. I didn't call it River Run because, you know, the river goes wonky a bit up the sides and stuff, but it is a very nice canyon. And okay, I'm gonna start giving myself some power and start getting set up for the actual canyon run. I think we're all here in a nice group. So this canyon, this river that is right here, is called the Blythe River. So we're now entering the Blythe River Canyon. And I have a few facts. I don't have many for the flight because honestly I don't have time. But I do have some time here on the canyon run. This canyon is the third largest canyon in the world,
500.
behind the Grand Canyon and one I've never heard of, which is called Fish River Canyon. But this Blythe River Canyon does have the distinction of being the absolute largest green canyon. So it has vegetation growing right from top to bottom. And so it does hold the distinction of being the largest green canyon in the world. Oh, I better slow down. There are some tight turns here. Some you can afford some speed, but there are a couple that are pretty tight 180s. Oh, I can slow down a bit more because you guys are all behind me. And another interesting thing is that this Blythe River Canyon is home to all 5 large primates that live in South Africa. Don't ask me to name them, but I don't know, monkeys, chimpanzees, and at least 3 others.
Homo sapien.
Gorillas, orangutan.
Orangutan.
Yeah, well,
Homo sapiens.
I'm not sure what.
My family.
Yeah, your family. And again, I didn't look up the 5. I probably saw the list at some point, but I had to draw the line somewhere, so I figured I'll leave the imagination of just what 5 primates they are to everyone. Oh, when I get a moment, I am going to post a photo actually of this area, but I'll do that at our next stop because it's actually quite well done. It's certainly jungled, as you can see. Okay, that was a tight one, I think. I'm not looking at my map. Uh-oh.
The next one looks tight.
That's probably the one that's the one I just went around and I was too fast. Yeah, that's a very tight one. And let me take a look at the map. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do one more turn. So everyone, if you're looking at one of the maps, I pop inside and look at my map once in a while. Once you're heading towards the waypoint called right-hand climb, you can afford to give it full thrust more or less, because at that waypoint you're going to want some speed so that you can climb up fairly steeply, fairly rapidly. So you can build up your speed as you're approaching the waypoint called right-hand climb. You can even start climbing earlier if you want, but just make sure you're still turning by the time you get to right-hand climb. So I'm there right now. So I'm going to start my climb. And continue turning right. And it's too bad there's not a magenta line, because that lined up directly with our next
500.
landing spot. But if you can try to connect the dots between right-hand climb and street stop, that will take you right in. I might even pause actually a second. If you can go right back over right-hand climb, that's good, and then line up with street stop. Let's take a quick look behind me. I think I'm... Oh yeah, there's plenty of people behind me. All right, so as you, everyone, as you crest the ridge, you'll see a red patch. I'm going to start slowing down. You'll see a red patch and also a dark green patch. Well, at the right-hand side of the green patch is kind of like a road, and that points almost directly to the street that we're going to land. We're going to land down the middle of that street in this little town. It's on heading of about 210, give or take. 210, 215. And
I'm lost.
oh, where are you?
Hi, climb.
Too much talking? Anyway, just go towards the street stop, and you'll see me. I'll be on the road. I'll try to stop on the road where you can see me. Oops. And it is tight. The buildings will hurt. If,
500.
Is Diagonal here today?
Yeah, I'm here. Well, I'm
Diagonal the building
not-
tester.
Not hitting any friggin' buildings today.
you're allowed to go through that one tree on the end as well because it's either the tree or the building. So yeah, you better pick the tree. Wingnut, did you see how you're lost because I was talking too much?
No, I see the group now. I was too low in the valley. And...
Stall.
Oh, I see. Yeah, just keep on turning and climbing, and once you get over the edge. Oh, I'm not watching where I'm going. I was operating my laptop. Oh no! Oh shoot! I'm losing it. There's like those. I had those like self-induced oscillations. You know, doing too much rudder the first time and doing just as much. That was not good. Anyway.
And Diagonal, I'll wear it. I hit a building.
And it's
Oh,
probably
man.
the first time I haven't hit a building, so.
Well done. Nice. Okay, so this next waypoint we're going to, it's called, yes.
Nose over.
Nose over. I just got so many notes. Yeah, so nose over. I'm going to start slowing down already. You can see a road kind of lining the ridge as we're approaching. Well, the road takes a little bit of a left-hand turn at the very peak, at the very top. And we'll kind of land parallel after it takes that turn. Because, again, for the reason that there's not as many trees to get in our way as we go over. Otherwise, really, any direction would work. But I'm going to aim for just landing right beside the road after it, at the very, very tip, after it makes a bit of a turn. And it's called nose over. You can just let it roll. Just, you can keep some speed if you want, but just let it roll. And what I've added here, and which I've done every single time I've done it, is go over the edge. Oh, I have to land first, hang on. Go over the edge, and then just
500.
release your joystick or release your column. Just let it go down and release it. Oh yeah, and idle also, by the way, I forgot to say that.
That's
Yeah?
a nice view.
Just take your hands off and let it go. And you bring your flaps up and see, your airplane will likely level off on itself depending on its trim. I mean, if it doesn't, then of course level off. But really, I haven't touched it yet. It's still flying down towards the river. And it's just leveling off now. Oh, I better take a look and see what's
500.
going on behind me.
Turn left. What does turn left mean?
What does it mean?
Turn left.
Yeah.
But the nav line goes right, but you want us to turn left.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wrote turn left. So just enjoy the water, head towards the waypoint which says turn left, and you're going to be in the left bank anyway. So you can pick up some speed, and once you're at the waypoint, just continue turning left and start climbing. And we'll just,
Not turning right.
No, well, is there a hill there? But I had us turn left for two reasons. One, we get to enjoy the Blythe River and the Blythe Canyon, the Blythe Dam a little bit, but it also then points us directly towards the valley we're going to climb up into, and we get to see everyone else flying by, so it covered a lot of bases. Like both.
It was so great, I did it twice.
Todd, remember that throttle power problem the couple people were having the past couple days?
Yes.
I'm having it now.
Oh shoot! Just break.
Yeah.
Yoda, you got your plane moving? Did you?
Yeah, what I did is I controlled E.
Yeah.
Then with E, I control shift E to stop it. Control E to stop. Just control E to start it. And
Yeah.
then press slew.
Okay.
Like twice.
Okay. So Rob, you're still though having. Can you try just doing Y and then a slew upwards or something as a temporary fix? but I don't understand why.
Well, the throttle's not working. It's like,
Oh,
yeah, I mean, I tried manually too.
okay.
Using the throttle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And if you do this through, or even
Okay.
stick reverse on and then back over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna break in for a second. Everyone behind me, don't go straight over that very shallow ridge. We'll take a turn to the right. You can be about 5,000 feet. Take a turn to the right, and we'll go through a much deeper, much steeper saddle. Uh-oh, I'm getting freezes.
Yeah,
I am too.
We got.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay. This landing, guys, and guys and girls, is just on the on the flat area past all the ridges. You know, all the kind of looks like little crevices with all the trees and rock. It's on a bit of a nice. It almost looks like a
500.
landing strip, but it's a nice little curve at the bottom. And it kind of looks like it's lined with rocks on both sides, especially the left-hand side. Anyway, again, full stop landing here at the waypoint called Full Stop.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
I better get down and stop here.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Once you land, you can. I'm just going to
Stall.
turn a bit left and come to the top of this.
500.
The highest little bit of land I can find. I'm gonna park here. There we are.
Is this where you tell us that everything you see before you is your kingdom?
That's exactly right, Simba. I just made that up. Is Simba a proper movie lion name?
Yeah,
I don't know. Is it? Okay, good. Wow, look at all these caravans coming to swarm around me.
You're the queen bee, mate.
Oh, yeah, yeah, well there, see, there is more than 11 miles or something. So it's going to be idle only. No shutting off of the engine. It's just simply thrust lever to idle is sufficient. In fact, you need it. Otherwise, believe me, I would have done the other one, but it's just too far. So I'm going to...
Female pilot. Well
Yeah,
done.
well, I'm super pleased that Stacy has come. You know what? I went over the road at 300 feet, so I haven't even put down flaps yet. But you can do it at 200 feet, or 150. So I'm just going to put down my flaps now. So good.
Well, I taxied the last 20 feet onto the runway.
Nice.
Yeah, but you're right.
So this will be a full stop, of course. I mean, we have our engines running, so it didn't have to be, but yes, we'll do a full stop.
You know, the flaps were the trick. I just stalled onto the runway.
Perfect. It's kind of exciting when you it's like you pull it out of the hat. Right, gentle right-hand turnout to maybe a heading of 060 or so. And that'll take us to our first, our next airport. Which you'll see almost immediately.
Yeah, having the markers turned on makes it easy.
Yeah. Some of them don't have markers, but the actual airports do. But there are plenty where you're going to be probably scanning the bush.
I'll just be looking for you, Molly.
Okay.
I'll just stay close on your tail. You know where you're going.
Yeah, mostly
500.
Mostly I do. There's been a couple times where especially when I'm looking, when I'm flying outside, I don't have a map available to me, I sometimes will shoot I try to do it from memory and not really remember where the next airport was. But yeah, if the map is there, it's no problem. All right, so again, touch and go until further advised. And again, these are long runways. If you want to enjoy the rumble of your wheels for a few seconds, by all means, go ahead. I'm going to. Okay, a hard right turn, everyone. A hard right turn. That will take us to our next waypoint. You'll see many markers go by, but it's the FUII one that we want. So I'm going to risk taking a look behind me once in a while. All right, slowing down a bit more.
Starting to see you guys, I think.
Oh, good. Are you just at FUIL?
Yeah.
Stall.
Okay, and this one is just a very slight right turn to set up for a left base. Just a slight right turn. Stacy, did you get stuck somewhere?
My rudder lost all authority.
Oh,
so
shoot. Okay.
I have my back, so I'm going to try to find you guys.
Yeah, we just left FUIL and we're coming, another main airport is the FAJC we're just coming up to. Guys ahead of me on this airport, on this touch and go, do a left-hand 270 over top of the runway. And of course that applies to those behind me as well. So after this airport, do a left-hand turnout, do a 270 over top of the runway, and that basically sets us up for the next airport. It's very close. Flying backwards, I'm watching you guys. Uh-oh, wrong wing, other way. I'm not so good flying backwards, my directions get mixed up.
And I think Chindo has got his open mic up. We hear his plane.
Oh, well, Chindo's here.
How you doing, Todd?
Good. Glad to see you here.
Just joined in.
Okay, at the beginning? At the starting
right
point?
through.
Oh, okay, awesome. Good to see you here. All right, so, the next airport is just here off our left wing, so we'll slow down for that.
Well, I'm enjoying this close flying in VR. I just enjoy.
Yeah, I bet it's different also because we're such a tight pack that must be quite something in VR, seeing all these airplanes. Oh, here's RC and I having a head-on almost. Oh.
It's kind of crazy because sometimes you look beside, you see another airplane, and you feel like he's seeing you too, you know?
Yeah.
You almost wave.
I kept reaching for controls in VR.
Sorry.
You guys don't see me wave?
And after this one, just do an immediate left turn, because the next airport will then be in other words, for a right base. Our next airport is on our right-hand side. Once you've done the turn, get you set up on a right base. This airport has 2 runways. You can take your pick. They're like a V. You can take either one. I never know which I'm going to take until the last minute.
We're not losing any of us, Tolly. We're all staying right up with you.
I know. I am just so thoroughly impressed with that. I really am. I could have. I guess I could have left in those 12 airports that I took out. Let's see. I'm going to go inside and see where we're going now. Okay, so we're heading towards FAJC, which is, if you have the name tag up, it says Thulamahashi. That might be about the first of many.
Someone just died.
What? Let me just make a snap decision here. Yeah, we'll come to a stop here. We'll come to a full stop at this airport, everyone. This next waypoint, which is FAJC, will come to a full stop.
FAJC?
Yes, FAJC.
Stall.
And if you want, just,
Stall.
yeah. Oh, they get better, believe me. You ain't seen nothing yet with name tags. I mean, with airport names. You can just come to a stop wherever you can manage. Just take off from where you. Oh, wait a minute. Am I in reverse thrust? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop. We'll just come to a little bit of a stop just to regroup. That's all. It won't be more than a minute or so.
What?
Stall.
I'm trying to avoid.
Bernie! Going against the grain. Alright, I better pay attention to where I'm going. I was looking behind me. Yeah, I turned a bit on the right. It wasn't intentionally, so I'm going to just head straight for the waypoint is called Right Hand Edge, and what it is a water hole, and it looks like a road.
What are we doing there, Todd? Are we landing or?
No, this is also, yeah, I will, it's going to be a touch and go. I will try to remember to be very specific when it's a full stop, so it's almost always going to be a touch and go.
And do we line up with like the next waypoint to do the touch and go, or do we just go straight at it?
Well, you'll see the water. If you go towards the waypoint, yes, you'll see the water hole. And if you're not lined up with the road, then just turn a little bit and line yourself up with the road.
Okay.
I mean, you might have had to go off track a tiny bit, but not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll see the water hole as you approach that waypoint and land on the road or to the right. From past experience, I found that the green on the left, it looks inviting, but it's actually quicksand. It'll catch your wheels. Okay, and let me look at my notes while I'm flying. And now we can do a hard right-hand turn. You can head once you've left the water hole, do a hard right-hand turn to about 120 degrees.
Oh, you found an unregistered strip, Tolly. Well done.
That what? The water hole?
No, the next one, waypoint 1.
Yeah. I found a lot of them actually.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I didn't realise they were into Wazzy. Showed us a couple in Papua New Guinea.
Oh. Oh, I need to look at my notes. Okay, yeah, waypoint 1. If I don't write anything about it, it must be pretty basically self-explanatory. So I'm starting to see it already. It's very wide, a very wide strip, or a very wide area with the strip right down the middle. and it's kind of southboundish. You'll see it. It's one of quite a few that have some kind of ripples to it. They're kind of fun because you have to kind of decide, well, am I going to land near the bottom, or am I going to land when it's rising, or land at the top? Anyway, you'll see. I think on this occasion I'm going to land not at the threshold, but kind of on top where it's a bit flatter.
Some of us don't get to choose where we land.
Well, these trips are long enough that I think you have time to choose. You can.
It reminds me of the International at Darwin. It's got a horizon in the middle.
Oh.
So if there's a plane on the other side of halfway along, you can't see it.
Yeah, there's a few of those types of airports around the world that are kind of bizarre. We're going to waypoint 2.
Did you land in the village yet?
Yes, yes, we did already.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just starting the rapid fire touch and goes.
Yeah, I remember. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So after that last time we were towards waypoint 2, just fly straight for waypoint 2 and you'll see it. The next airport. Well, yeah, airstrip. I need to find time to tell you a little bit about where we're flying, but you know, we don't have time.
These come up quick.
Yeah.
Keeps you on your toes.
Yep. I've done this trip in a citation, and I must admit, not as it stands now. I basically did my scouting out of these in a citation, and it was fun. Of course, I didn't go very fast.
So, were you getting some noise from me then, Tolly?
Well, I was just touching down, so I wasn't paying attention. I heard maybe a bit of metallic kind of sound. I don't know. Was it you?
Sounds like you're listening to rap in the background there, Gunpilot.
Yeah, somebody's watching TV.
My phone just started. I've obviously loaded an app somewhere, and I'll keep on getting these pop-up ads, and they're draining my battery as well. And it just started playing rap, as Willem said.
Oh.
And I couldn't find out where it was to stop it.
Okay.
But at least I've worked out now why my battery's draining.
Ah, yes. Well, that's good. You catch it early on in your RVing adventure, and you'll be good to go. Let's just take a quick look behind us. Well, we're doing pretty good, but I think we'll come to a full stop here anyway, because I have it marked. So again, let's just do a short field landing here if we can at this next airport, which is FAKC.
500.
How short? Are we using brakes and flaps, or are we using nose cones to stop?
All of the above.
Good one.
If you want to set some short records, you feel free. Yeah.
Landing at FAC.
I've got it. Yep.
Back, yeah.
And Tolly, I'm going to have to bail out after this one. Thank you very much.
Okay.
This has been fun.
Oh well, my pleasure. I'm glad that you were here to join at least a part of it. That was great to see you and hear you here.
I'd like to be here the whole time, but yes, and my battery's draining, so I have to work out why it's doing it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. A nice view, seeing everybody come in. And I'm just on the left-hand side. You guys can land in the middle wherever you want, but I just kind of landed on the left-hand side, being the first one in. Oh, okay. I'm going to try to get another photo up during this little tiny intermission of landing. I'm going to try to put the odd photo up whenever I get a chance, and then I think it's about time. Here we're flying in, and I did name it a safari, because we are actually in safari country. South Africa has the largest game reserve, certainly in Africa, called Kruger National Park, and we are flying just at the edge of it. We're flying in between, in amongst private game reserves that are adjacent to Kruger National Park. And I think that's probably why there are so many airstrips. But at one time, this was also a ranching area before they converted to simply natural land and having it for the wildlife. But there sure are a lot of airstrips. So let's do that. I'm just going to blast off here. And
it was a lake.
Oh, Wazo, you're getting a drink.
Yes.
Watch out for the crocodiles.
I've yet to see any animals in this. Are we going to see some? Or?
No, I've looked.
I think I'm going to be able to.
Shoot! Just give me 1 second. Yeah, we're flying straight out again, and we're going to a watering hole. But to answer your question, no, there's no animals in the game. I've started posting the odd photo now, just in the. Shoot, I can't remember where I'm putting them now. I think it's in screenshots. At least I hope they are. I'm so doing it so fast, I'm not even looking. Anyway, I'm posting some photos.
Screenshots.
Oh, good. So I am posting the odd photo. I mean, it looks obviously very barren, but this is where the animals are. And oh shoot, I need to pay attention to where I'm going. So if you're flying more or less straight out, you'll see off your about 2 o'clock a little bit of a winding looking water hole. It's not round, it's quite winding looking. So we're going to land on the far edge of that water hole. And I think I have a heading for that one as well. It's a heading of 110 is where you're going to want to come in for your final approach. So it's we're a little bit steeper, a little bit more acute than a right angle down base. But anyway, yeah, about 110. And again, it's a bit on the shorter side, but still plenty of room. And this one has an awesome ramp you can use to get airborne at the end. So I would suggest, even if you don't need it, use it. It just like throws you into the air a little bit.
Thanks, Tolly. I'm off now, mate.
Okay, Gunny, good. Safe travels again, and glad you made it for the first 1 hour and 19 minutes 37 seconds.
Yeah, Gunny, have a good one.
Tolly, it's really panning out just as you said it would, so it's great. And I'll see everybody Friday night in the Pyrenees.
Awesome.
You bet. See you then. Be safe.
Okay.
See you there.
See you guys.
All right, and just up and over this little ridge, and kind of helps kick us into the air. Oh, I need to take a look and see. Turn. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Left to red dirt.
Yeah, left. It's basically left turn east now, and then it'll be a red dirt strip. Is where we're going. Thank you. Now I better look where I'm going again. Okay. I think if we fly eastbound, it pretty much puts us on a left-hand base for it. So we don't want to head straight for the waypoint, but it'll start to come into view. Yeah, I'm starting to see it into view. We're on a left base for that new for that next strip, which is red dirt. I'm just glad they gave me at least 10 characters for a description, because I learned the hard way, because I was typing out longer descriptions, and then next time I loaded it into the game, everything was cut short down to 10 characters. It's like, no! So I had to make up short, very short descriptions. So once you've done your touch and go on red dirt, I'm just touching down. I want to hear the rumble for a bit. There we are. It's just basically straight to the next waypoint. That pretty much lines us up quite nicely if you just go straight to the waypoint itself. I'll reset and wing that you're in like perfect formation.
I'm trying to see how close behind you I can stay the entire way.
That's your challenge, is it?
That is, yeah.
Nice. Have I missed it? I'm not seeing it. Shoot. I think, yeah, go straight for the waypoint. I went on a bit of a diagonal, and I'm going to have to come in and turn here. It comes up pretty quick.
I'm at the beginning of it here.
Yeah, I just see it. I just see you now there. I was looking behind me and not, I was enjoying the view behind and not paying attention to my flying.
The view of behind? What are you talking about?
Oh, like the planes.
Okay.
I haven't even had time now to look at the directions for the next one. It's probably just turn right, go straight for that next airport, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna look behind, and I'm even on the ground still. I better add some thrust. So now I'm taking off, looking behind me. I'm living on the edge.
You can see lots of light in front of me flashing. It's crazy.
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Okay, I need to operate my laptop for a second because this airport, we're not landing at the airport itself. We're landing on a red. It looks like a red strip. Why don't I see my notes? Yeah. Okay. It's a wide, short, red-looking patch that we're going to be touching and going on, that we're going to approach at this next waypoint. You guys, if you guys are land up in the runway, don't worry about it. Just you guys keep on ahead, keep doing what you're doing, and anyone that's able can line up on the little red patch. And again, it's a touch and go, and then just straight out to the next airport. Actually, that was good. That made it interesting. I saw some crossing traffic just as I'm touching down. This next airport, again, will be a full stop. We'll just let everyone gather up and regroup. So this is FUQF if you see the identifier, and if you see the, I mean on the MFD, and in the marker it's Phalaborwa.
We having a little break at this one?
Yes, we can do that. I have a little note here. We can have a break either here or in about 11 minutes, one or the other. So if everyone's due for a break here, that would be perfectly fine. In fact, that's pretty much. Yeah, it's about an hour and 25 minutes. So this will be a right smack dab in the middle. So this is a good spot for a break.
This is QF?
Yes, we're going to QF. Thank you for only saying QF.
Yeah.
We do have ladies present.
Yeah.
You're still with us, aren't you?
Yes.
Good.
She's from New Hampshire. She's not that sensitive.
Not at all.
Right, Stacy? She's a New Englander.
Ah, okay.
I was born in Los Angeles.
Oh, were you?
Yes, I remember that. All right, we're coming in to the next. And it's going to be a full stop landing, and once we're all in, we'll have a break. Alrighty. Oh, I landed with. Oh no, I disregard.
To a 747?
Yeah, but it's labeled as a 208.
Oh wow.
That's weird.
That's weird, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. We're 6 minutes in. I know the question is anybody here? Not here is a bit not the right question, but that's annoying.
Why it's doing that? I wonder if it's a bug. I just
Make sure all your cables are plugged in okay.
Where's the premier coming back?
Okay, yeah, you're back. We've just taken off. That's all. You're right with the pack if you can take off.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Good. All right, so this next airport, there are 2 runways. We're going to land, I should say, do a touch and go on runway 15 here at FUQH. In fact, anyone that's a tiny bit behind, we're actually going to do a 270 over the airport. So if you're any distance at all, you could just join right up on us as we're flying back overhead. Oh, I guess I should slow down. Okay, this calls for a bit of a side slip. Feel free to practice your side slips if you're high.
I've been trying that.
So again, on this one, we'll do a right-hand departure, a 270 back over top the airport.
Stall.
And once you're over the airport again for the second time, well, I mean, or once you're over the airport, you can take up a heading of 090, and that will line us up for the next airstrip. I see Pirate Reed Ross doing a very nice tight left circuit there. I should say right-hand turn. Pirate, what do you think about flying in a group? You said it's your very first time?
Yeah, it's so cool. I've been flying various simulators for, I don't know, 15 years and never done it with anybody. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, cool. I'd never flown in a group until I got this new, MSF 2020 as well. I've been flying since for
It's
decades.
so amazing.
But yeah, just quite something. So if you're on a heading of about 090, you'll see we're on a right base for the next airport.
It is nice that collisions are off by default. I think our landings would be a little bit more adventurous if they weren't.
Yeah. I guess.
Join us Sunday night. Or sorry, Friday.
Friday, yeah, Fridays. If you want to see crashes, yeah, definitely come on Fridays for crashes. I don't have to look far. I just have to look through my own cockpit window when I see a crash of my own airplane. So.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. So this is the waypoint is heading south, and so we're just landing, we're touching and going on a southbound heading. And after that, it's simply a left turn direct to the next waypoint. As simple as that. touch and goes on that one. There was a bit of a hill that threw me back into the air.
Oh, you're a jumper.
Bonus, yeah.
Join the club.
And yeah, so again, I just left turn direct to the air. Just a minute. Is it? Gee, we're getting mixed up again. Oh yeah, no, there it is. It's just a strip. Just go straight for it, and you're there. F-U-Q-G. No, I'm looking wrong. No, hang on. It's waypoint 4, isn't it?
Turn left, Tony.
I'm telling you, I turn my head to look at my laptop, and I lose track of where I am.
Don't worry, man.
And it's gone. I just lose.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah, there it is.
Not
Yes,
knowing where we're going.
Head south, and I go to waypoint 4. It's just that those airports are staring me right in the face. Okay, waypoint 4. Yeah, now I remember. It's all coming back to me now. Well, Wingnut, you're right on my tail feathers again. You're doing a good job with your
Yeah,
self.
even that snap turn didn't lose me.
Well done. Let's see, waypoint 4. Okay. After this airport, which we're just touching and going at now, which is waypoint 4, do a left turn direct to the next waypoint, and it's a strip that is just to the left of a red roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably see the red.
Diagonal.
Uh-oh. I came down. Does anybody have a spare nose wheel?
Yikes.
Well, that's a cool shot. But I better watch where I'm going now. Okay, yes, so straight for the waypoint, and you'll see a red roof. Yeah. And the strip is just to the left of it. You know, a little bit left, not directly beside, but you'll see it.
Yeah, a lot of people hit the roof on Saturday.
Oh yeah, there were a couple of this one, you mean?
Yeah, the red roof.
They hit the red roof?
Yeah, a few.
Oh.
I did.
But it's the landing strip that you're going for. How'd you get to the red roof?
Yeah, well, you know.
Bloody Marys.
And
Like
I'd
I
like
said,
to tell you
it's
that
part of
there's
the
I'd like to say there's an elephant on this runway, but it turns out it's just a scrub, a bush. After the red roof, you just fly straight out. Straight out, straight to the next waypoint. Well, I am super impressed at how tight everybody is in formation.
Pretty good. Makes you feel like you're flying in the Flying Aces or something, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. All right.
Yeah, we're pretty tight.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
say.
the last one.
I might have to actually let you. In fact, I know exactly where I'm going to do that. I am going to let you guys all go. I don't think you're going to need me in the front. I'm going to go to the back for a change. Anyway, we are landing at waypoint 5.
Stall. Stall.
Or I should say touching. It's still touch and go. I do say the word landing, but it's always a touch and go unless specified. Which happens to be the next one, but not this one.
So we're coming to a full stop at the next one.
At the next one, yeah. And if you just give me a second, once I'm airborne, I'll take a look. Well, I can look at it on my screen. It's FUQN, November. That airport will come to a complete and full stop. You're keeping up well. How are you doing time-wise? You're keeping your wits about you?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a night owl anyway.
Oh, okay, that works out all right. Yeah, good to have you along.
I'm gonna go in on. Okay, so we're coming in full step on what, 3 or 21?
Either one really. I think 3 would probably.
Yeah.
We're going to turn around and take off on 21.
Okay.
But if you're set up for 21, go for it. It's
No, I'm good for 3.
Okay.
Yeah, that one makes a lot of sense anyway. The 3.
Yeah, well, only because we're going to stop, and so then we'll just simply turn around. Yeah. So again, you can just let it roll to the end or land long, whatever you want to do, because we are going to take off in the opposite direction from which we just landed. I think I'll side slip it in a bit. Well, it's kind of fun landing in the kind of middle of a pack. Okay. So you guys and girls, of course, this is going to be a sprint. We're going to, we've been at flaps 1 for the longest time. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 mostly airports. 1 is an off-airport strip, and so on this one, just for something different, let's do this as a sprint. In other words, really fast. As fast as you want or as fast as you can. Either one, as fast as you're comfortable. It's not a race, but if you want, we'll just do it fast and see how it goes. You still do touch and go. Well, it is like a race. Like seriously, go for it. Go. It's a sprint. It's as fast as you want to go.
You can do a touch and go to 150 knots, no problem.
I have, yeah. I've done, I think, at 140. I'm not as adventurous as you are. I can't remember your name anymore. Wingnuts double S YYZ. Anyway. All right, flaps up. We're going.
Tully forgets all his neighbors.
Yeah. The only thing I will say is that this next airport, Fanny, F-A-N-I, there is a NOTAM issued for it. The South African government has issued a NOTAM advising, it's a notice to airmen advising pilots not to mistake the paved road beside the strip for the actual airstrip itself. That's a NOTAM. Anyway. That may be the only NOTAM I give. Oh, this is I mean, it just seems so fast after all these leisurely touch and goes we've been doing. All right, and this one, immediate right turn to see the next runway. That's for the benefit of the people behind me. The guys in front had to figure it out. Yeah, I like this pair of runways.
I'm sure that wouldn't.
It's the wrong plane.
Okay, I got a bit of a rumble on that one. Right turn. We're still together nicely. That's good to see. And this airport, I should say the runway is like 340 straight in. It might doesn't look like a runway, but it's a wide, just like a dirt path going down the center of a red open area. But we can use that one straight out. And after that, it's just head west. And this one's the one that's called In Trees. It's hard to see. Even if you want to go overhead to see it at first, it's up to you. But ooh, that was a fun one. Pirate, you're keeping up nicely. So if you veer head just left of the actual waypoint itself, the waypoint, it's kind of late to say this, but the waypoint is usually on the button of the intended landing runway rather than the middle, but just to try to position it better. Yoda, nice.
Yeah, just
Yoda wants tummy scratch. I need to get a better view of that. Oops. Well done. To heck with the instructions. I'm just watching somebody flying upside down. It's like a squirrel. Okay.
Oh, Will. Yeah.
That looks good. Yeah, let's see. So I'm lower than I should be. The runway, you'll see it as it's very close to a green patch with buildings in it, and then you'll see the strip. That was fun, Yudo. I got a good shot of that, hopefully. Oh, I forgot that I'm supposed to be doing a touch and go here. I was still at like 200 feet.
Or bounce and go.
Yeah. Plus I did a little bit of landscaping. I took out at least one tree on that one. And then we'll head to the airport, FUQO, and that will be a full stop where we regroup. Straight in. It's actually 02. Either one will work because we're coming to a full stop anyway. We can just meet right in the middle and we'll take off from there. So the runway of your choosing. I am going to do a right base for 02. But there's another one as well, westward kind of ish. We will be taking off in the direction of north, like in the direction of 02. So if you land long, you can turn around a little bit and come back somewhat. Again, long runways, we don't necessarily always need to use full length. Even half is plenty.
What's a runway?
02 is the preferred runway.
I just meant what in general is a runway. We don't usually use them. So.
Oh, oh, I gotcha. I'm only a tad slow today. Well, you've been getting a lot of runways today.
Yeah, no, it's been a different flight for sure, but it's been fun. Thanks.
Yeah.
Nice to switch it up.
Well, like I said, I just want to do something different, and you're right. Using runways is different, isn't it?
Less frustration for some, and even me, you, and everybody.
So I've got a general question.
Yes, you have a question?
Yeah, so that last one was in trees, but I haven't seen a tree this entire flight.
Slightly different, but I'll just wait till we get in the air.
The race is over?
Yeah, we're back to like the standard. Oh, well, I'm not going to say boring, but we're going back to standard touch and goes.
You'll catch me again.
You guys can come. Actually, we could actually redo this, and it would be a sprint, start to finish. How about that? I don't know.
That would be cool.
Anyway, this airport, fly overhead. We'll go over top of it, fly overhead, and join make a tight right-hand circuit, a tight right-hand pattern to land westward.
Another rusty runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it looks a little different.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure for you.
Landing at Fuckham?
Is that it? Yeah, must be.
Okay.
Oh, bless the South African naming conventions.
You have passed it though, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, overhead for a tight right circuit, landing westbound. Will work just fine. And after this, it's just simply direct to the next airport. And I have a feeling we don't need to stop there. So just let me just finish my landing here, and I'm just going to double check the timing and whatnot. And I think we're probably just good to keep on going, but we'll see. Since we just did a stop 2 minutes ago.
Done some gear damage there that time.
Oh, join the club.
Yeah.
Are we still supposed to have the gear?
Yeah.
Do we have to land eventually?
No one said anything about that.
Yeah. Did you bring your parachute?
It's too low to work.
You know what? I think we're in a tight enough group that we do not need to actually stop at the next airport. So we will just continue with the touch and goes, and that is QK. After this next touch and go at FUQK, this is where we start to see a few different things again. So we're going to be taking a break from the touch and goes, and we're doing a few different things coming up here very shortly. I'm wondering if I should be in the front or not. I don't think so. You guys in the front, are you happy enough following the route and the instructions and whatnot? I think you'll be fine.
Sure.
Anyway, so you guys that have just left, stay to the left of that rounded hill that you see as you take off. Stay to the left of that rounded hill, so that you come in like on a right base for that next, like a wide right base for that next waypoint, which is called White Top. Okay, I think I'm going to zip to the front. Okay, so I'm back up in the front. So this whole hill, just keep to the left of that hill, and also keep low, because once you get to the river, just stay low, and we're going to start playing with the pylons, the electrical pylons. So we'll turn right and fly up the clearway of the pylons, but you can fly through them, like between them, I should say. Not through them, they'll crash you. But you'll fly through them, and there is a landing, I should say, a touchdown spot, a touch and go spot at the top of that hill that looks like a white patch. I need some flaps out. Okay. And so the touch and go spot is that little white patch at the top, and either at the top or on the way down the hill, either one.